Let that shit ride, 88. These folks got to hear this shit, Saucy.
I get falling to no trap. Please don't ask me for no handout on the text, won't answer back. I work hard to be on top, dodging the fall like my ex. I wake up in different places, different cars, get different sex. Really don't play about this shit no more. Fuck what they doing, we ain't losing. I just changed the closet up the trip, that's super stupid. Business booming, I just laugh when they think I make this on music. Hated on me the whole time, congratulate me like they know it. Boys around me had the way out, had to get it on my own. Niggas ain't give me shit, no food up in my plate, not even a bone. That's why I always move along. Those enemies ain't for them boys, it's close. If I see that you jealous, I don't want you close. If you telling a bitch, we know you a hoe. They say that they die for you, promise they won't. Them niggas ain't down, them niggas ain't low. Soon as you fall, them boys gon' go. No respect for your bitch, they gon' take where you go. I only stay down for me and I go for me, cause it's only one name on the song. Come out when they be mad, I know they be hating. Only worry about the business they pay me. Money for when I'm sleeping, I gotta get to the check, secure the bag. Fuck it, they hate, fuck it, they mad. Love ain't real, it come with a tag. I get falling to no trap. Bitch don't ask me for no handout on the text, won't answer back. I work hard to be on top, dodging the fall like my ex. I wake up in different places, different cars, get different sex. Now they give me my respect. They did shit all alone, they try to help and I neglect. We both sides parted ways, but my foot stood up on their neck. I was blinded by the blood, I never do that shit again. It's hard for me to trust, I don't love bitches, don't do friends. Hidden agendas, you ain't my homie, you a pretender. They tell it to the gram, never to me, I don't respect it. They know I don't get no fucks, free actions, no they don't get it. 3.5 in the blind, living good, don't even sweat it. No, no, all gas, no blessing, now when you do it alone, it'll take you out. All black Balenci, that we chasing the money, they chasing the clout. Different cars, switch them daily, off for risk, they didn't go to play when I was bumming, now they try to fuck. I get falling to no trap, please don't ask me for no handout on the text, won't answer back. I work hard to be on top, dodging the fall like my ex. I wake up in different places, different cars, get different sex.
Yo. What up? This is Marcus Rosa, a.k.a. Mazuma TV, back at y'all with another live, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. You see what I'm saying? We got some things that we currently need to discuss going on in the boxing world. And for those of y'all who want to know what that song is called, that is by my guy, Weezu Falcon. You know what I'm saying? W-E-Z-U Falcon. It's called No Traps. You see what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I think I could actually put this link. He has a playlist on Apple Music, man. I don't know if y'all got any type of listen, I don't know what y'all got. If y'all got Tidal or Spotify, I don't know what y'all got. I got Apple Music personally. So let me send this to myself. And then I'm gonna put the link in the chat for y'all if y'all want to go check out that man's music. Absolutely phenomenal. He's getting better and better as time goes on. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, man. So I figured I'd put my homie on. You know what I mean? Show him some love. And you know, there's been a lot of people who've been asking about his music and shit like that. So let's shout the brother out, man, because he's done a lot for me. He's done a lot for my gym. This is a childhood friend, of course. He's a little bit older than me, but I've known him since we was kids. So yeah, you feel what I mean? So I might as well shout him out. Then I also got a homie of mine that's gonna be dropping his mixtape. Got a homie that's dropping his mixtape August 20th, man. I'm trying to tell you guys right now, and I tell you that this dude is one of the most talented rappers that I've ever heard in my life. By the way, his name is Stevan. We've made music together. You see what I mean? I played one of our songs on the stream at one point, and they asked if it was me. Yeah, that was me. That was back in like probably 3-4 years ago. You feel what I'm saying? But this dude is Stevan. This is Weezu Falcon that I just played for y'all. But my homie Stevan, he's a prodigy, man. I'm trying to tell you that dude is something different. And I ain't capping because this my homie or anything like that. I got a lot of homies that rap and they trash. You see what I'm saying? He ain't one of them. I'm trying to tell you, this dude is an absolute lyricist, and I think his time is going to come, man. He's not one of these traditional rappers, man. Like, he can actually rap. Like, he's blessed with a gift. So I got to check out my homie Stevan on Instagram. You see what I mean? Once he get that album out, I'm going to definitely be promoting that shit a little bit more. But let's get into the boxing talk, man. I appreciate everybody that's in the building. Let me see exactly who's on here. We got 8 people in the building. If y'all can hit the like button as soon as y'all come in, it'll be very much appreciated. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to the boy Glizzy. What up? Coffee Plant, Boxing Film, Jordan Rules, Pagat Petit, J Cash, Southwest Dice. I don't know if I said Boxing Film. I think I already said Boxing Film. USA #1. What up? T4 Huskies. What up, man? Talk to me. You look like a new subscribers, man, or you at least look like a new person that's coming through on the channel, man. I hope everything is well with you. You see what I'm saying? We got 11 people in the building. Let's get 11 likes before we get into these discussions, man. Let me see exactly where the love at right now. Let me make sure the audio correct, the visuals look correct. We got 9 likes. We got 10 likes. Let's get them up, y'all. Let's get the algorithm on the up so the people know that we live. You feel what I'm saying? We're going to speak about Terence Crawford versus Vergil Ortiz possibly happening next, or it seems like it's definite at this point in time. We're going to speak about Vergil Ortiz's performance against Sergey, I believe that's his name, Sergey Bohachuk, whatever the fuck his name is. We definitely going to speak on that. And we're going to speak about whether Turki Alalshikh is good or bad for boxing, man. We're going to have an honest, objective conversation. I'm going to be bringing you know, we're gonna speak about the good. We gotta speak about the bad because you know there's pros and cons about everything that come with life. You see what I mean? And I think a lot of people are talking as if Turki Alalshikh is this fucking perfect god and shit like that, man. I just want to point out a little bit of the things that Turki Alalshikh got going on. You know what I'm saying? He only got a little bit of cons to him, but besides that, I want to make it clear before we get into this discussion that I am a fan of Turki Alalshikh in terms of what he's doing for the sport. I think without Turki Alalshikh, a lot of these fights that we've seen so far, we probably would have never seen in all honesty because, you know, a lot of these dudes, you know, don't really have the money that they say that they do. You feel what I mean? A lot of them not putting their bread up. They don't want to take that loss. Meanwhile, we got a motherfucker that's a part of the royal family in Saudi Arabia that has access to an abundance of funds, and he don't mind putting it up. So before we get into this conversation, I am a fan of Turki Alalshikh, you know what I mean? But I'm going to point out some things that he's doing that I'm not really feeling at this point in time. You feel what I'm saying? And y'all can say I'm biased because I'm from Philly and Boots is from Philly. You know what I'm saying? And all this. It sounds good, my nigga. And you shit. Listen, man, being biased is a part of human nature. You feel what I mean? But the difference between me and a lot of these motherfuckers is even if I fuck with somebody, if I feel like they're moving wrong, I'm going to hold them accountable. There's a lot of yes men out here in these streets. I'm not one of them. You can ask anybody that come from that done grew up with me. Ask anybody that know about Mark. Have I ever been a yes man for nobody? Have I always stood on my square? I always been this way. Even with my family. If I feel like somebody moving wrong, I'm gonna say something. And I hope you do the same for me because I'm not I'm a regular motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? So I want you to hold me accountable if I'm fucking up, and I'll do the same for you. You know what I'm saying? And there's no disrespect intended at all. That's what people don't understand because in this generation that we're currently in, man, it's like if you give anybody any type of negative criticism, you already know how it go. You looked at as a hater when in reality you just want to see that person do better. You know what I mean? They rather take the pessimistic approach and be like, oh, well, this dude hating on me. He don't really give a fuck about me, blah, blah, blah. He don't rock with me like that. Meanwhile, whole time you trying to get to do some negative criticism, it's in hopes that, you know what I mean, they change it so they could continue going on a positive path or at least becoming better and evolving as a person or a fighter, whatever the situation is. Like, I rock with Shakur Stevenson. You know what I mean? But, you know, there's sometimes where I feel like he giving too much energy to the socials. I feel like he's he's very emotional. You see what I'm saying? But you could take he takes that as, oh, you downgraded me or you degraded my character. Shit like that. No, we just want you to tighten the fuck up and stop giving your attention to everybody. And you know, you can put your energy into a lot better things because I don't give a fuck who you are. You only got so much energy, especially in however long you stay. If you up for 16 hours a day, you're given a certain amount of energy. Wouldn't you rather put that energy into something positive like your kids, your wife, family time, the gym, learning? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, bro. Like, why would you take time out of your day to speak to motherfuckers who, they whole agenda is to bring you down or fuck your day up or get some type of attention from you? Why give that to them when you could give that to somebody who's actually important in your life? But anyways, we definitely going to speak about this, man. I appreciate everybody that's in the building so far. Let me see exactly what's going on, man, because we got people that's, that's a little bit tied up in this situation. There's people that think that Turki Alalshikh is good for boxing, and I agree with that. And then there's other people who feel like, especially in that video that I posted up with Greg Hackett, man, shout out to Greg Hackett for having a great, honest conversation with me, man. I had posted one of the clips, and I think at this point it had 17,000 views. You see what I'm saying? And there was a lot of people that was split down the middle, like, yeah, man, everybody want to kiss Turkey ass. He ain't nobody. He got to earn his respect like everybody else. Then we got other people that's like, yo, Turkey just trying to give us the biggest fights. Canelo over here cherry picking and he exposing it. Great points on both sides, in all honesty, man. But we going to speak about it. We definitely going to speak about it. But that's the playlist right there if y'all want to go check out my boy Weezu Falcon. You feel what I'm saying? Let me see. Yeah, Turki Alalshikh got cons now. He definitely got cons. And one of the cons that I'm going to get more in detail in a little bit later on is I don't think that he's as invested in wanting to see the biggest fights like we believe. You see what I mean? But we going to speak about it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to speak about it. But let's get into the Vergil Ortiz versus Serhiy Bohachuk fight, man. I was real in tune with my group chat that night. You feel what I mean? And I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. My son, I'm gonna just keep it. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. So my son was asleep. My son usually go to sleep around like 8:30. You know what I'm saying? 8:30. Sometimes the latest 9. You feel what I mean? So he be long gone. So that's why I usually put him to sleep real quick. You know what I mean? Then I tune in with y'all type shit. But I knew I wasn't gonna go live for that Vergil Ortiz card just because I had my son and shit like that, and I just wanted to kick back. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But like a fucking fire truck had went by, man. I live right next to like a fire department station, bro. And they some of the most fucking loud pieces of shit, bro. I'm probably the only motherfucker that hate firefighters, bro. Just based off of just since I've been living here. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all literally, and I don't be understanding these dudes because usually when they turn that loud siren on and when they flashing their sirens because they on their way to go somewhere, but they literally do that while they're on their way to park at the fire station. And I'm like, yo, why the fuck is y'all doing that? Like, why the fuck is y'all being so loud? Meanwhile, my son, a light sleeper, every time they drive past on some late night shit, my son wake up out his sleep and he crying, complaining. So now I gotta put this little nigga back to sleep. Make me want to go down to that firehouse and beat the shit out of one of them niggas. I'm just keep it a buck. Like that's the type of time that I be on because y'all disrupting what I got going on. Y'all fucking up my schedule. Y'all making shit an inconvenience for me. So now I want to make shit inconvenient for y'all. You feel what I'm saying? But obviously ain't nobody gonna do all that. That should just be annoying. But anyways, during that last round of the Vergil Ortiz and Bohachuk fight, man, I wasn't even able to watch. I had to come back and watch it because I was rocking my son back to sleep. Man, them firefighters ain't on shit, bro. Them niggas not tough. Fuck out of here. Run through a burning building, nigga. You ain't gonna run through this left hook though. Fuck you talking about, nigga? Stop. You gonna stop and drop for sure, nigga. Mm-hmm. You ain't rolling underneath this motherfucker. That shit hot and ready like Little Caesars. You feel me? But anyways, I'm talking too much, man. So listen, man. I was really in tune with the group chat because they was keeping me informed with what was going on and shit like that. I watched the majority of the fight. I watched the first 11 rounds for sure. And it was a tough, close, competitive fight, bro. It was a lot of back and forth. One thing that I can honestly say throughout the course of that fight, it was like nobody really dominated for a significant amount of time. It was so back and forth. Like, okay, Vergil Ortiz got 2 knockdowns. He got dropped twice. You feel what I mean? They counted it. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. But besides that, man, it was like Vergil would get up and it would still be like a 50-50 type round every time. Boxing Film, it's a group chat that we got on IG, bro. I mean, them Day One Nation motherfuckers, you feel me? I got that Ryan left hook. It's not as fast as Ryan's, but I bet you that shit do just as much damage. You feel what I mean? Nah. But no. So I thought it was a tough competitive fight, man. I thought Vergil Ortiz had a lot. I think he was very frustrated in there because you got to understand he had a 100% knockout ratio prior to this fight. So he used to hitting motherfuckers and then them going down. You feel what I mean? He not used to somebody who's able to weather the storm and then still be able to hit you with some shit that'll keep you honest. You feel what I mean? Vergil Ortiz showed a lot of dog. He showed a lot of grit. He showed a lot of determination. And there was certain spots where like Vergil showed us some shit that he never pulled out the bag before. And you know, he got a little bit of slickness in him. You know what I'm saying? I seen him popping the jab on some fast shit. And when he was relying on his speed and not his power, he was really getting the Bohachuk on some shit, man. But it just wasn't a consistent theme throughout the fight. He just kept trying to hurt the man, loading up on one shot, and Bohachuk was seeing the majority of the shots. You feel what I mean? Let's not get it wrong, though. Bohachuk had gotten hurt several times throughout the course of that fight. You feel what I mean? But when they announced it as a majority decision and they gave it to Vergil Ortiz, y'all got to keep in mind that even if y'all think Bohachuk won like Anonymous did, that I see in the comments right here, they already talking about Vergil Ortiz versus Terence Crawford. So Turki Alalshikh is under the impression that Vergil Ortiz is going to come out victorious in this fight. He's telling you exactly what his plans are. So you already know that if Bohachuk didn't do anything significant to Vergil, or if the fight was competitive at all, regardless of whether Bohachuk was a champion or not, they was going to give it to Vergil because they already telling you what their plans are. They trying to get to this motherfucking money. They trying to make these big fights happen. So what they going to do? They're going to put Vergil in the best opportunity to win this fight. You feel what I'm saying? You're going to put him, they're going to put Vergil in the best situation possible because guess what? They already got something lined up for him. They already got his whole future set up ahead of him. They're not trying to let Bohachuk fuck it up. So unless Bohachuk beats the dog shit out of him or knocks him out, they're going to do whatever to try to maintain their plan. Bohachuk should have known that. His team should have known that. They should have been very concerned as soon as they heard Turki talking about, oh, I want Vergil versus Terence Crawford next. In my head, I would have been like, damn, how the fuck y'all just assuming that Vergil going to beat me? You feel what I mean? But, you know, Vergil Ortiz came out with the victory. There's some people that feel like Vergil won. There's some people that feel like Vergil lost. Some people feel like a draw was the right case. So with that being known, man, when you got so many people split into three separate opinions like that, that just goes to show me that it wasn't necessarily a robbery. You feel what I mean? You could feel like this person won, or you could feel like it was a draw. You could feel like the right man won. Like Coffee Plant said right there. However, to call it a robbery, I think it's a little far-fetched. You know what I mean? I wouldn't necessarily call it a robbery. A lot of people that's really saying that is usually because they want the other man to win. Listen, there's plenty of robberies that happen in boxing. I felt like the Gerald Miller versus Andy Ruiz fight was a robbery, in my opinion. O'Shaquie Foster, Robeson, Conceição. I thought that was a robbery. I do not think that Vergil Ortiz versus Bohachuk was a robbery due to the fact that it was that close. It could have went either way. So usually when it's like that, it's a dice roll, man. You either going to be satisfied with the outcome or you're not. It is what it is. And in all honesty, man, I would love to see the rematch between them two. Knowing that they both know each other now, who's going to make the adjustments necessary to come out on top in this rematch? Who's going to learn the most from this situation and come back stronger, you know, and make a bigger statement going into this fight? Is Bohachuk capable of doing so? Is Vergil Ortiz capable of doing so? They both had brutal fights. I want these guys to rest to the best of their ability because as far as I know, both of these motherfuckers went to the hospital after the fight. So that just goes to show you how brutal that fight was. And due to the commission being so strict about them getting checked at the hospital, you feel what I mean? It just goes to show you how much punishment both of these guys took. Anonymous said, people acting like Vergil wasn't hurt. His face was lumped up. He was holding and leaning on Bohachuk. He got pressed and backed up. He was pausing after getting hit, all that. He definitely was showing signs that the power was like, you know, was there from Bohachuk's side. But in terms of visibly being hurt, I see Bohachuk way more visibly hurt than Vergil Ortiz was. You know what I'm saying? I think that Vergil stood up to shots better than Bohachuk, if we being honest. And those two knockdowns, Vergil didn't look hurt in neither one of them. But, you know, what is he talking about? Who said no, bro? What you mean? He said, nah, bro, if you get dropped, that's a 10-8 round. I swear, Vergil one of the most protected fighters ever. Based off what? Oh, he must be talking to Coffee Plant. I never claimed that Vergil Ortiz won the rounds he got dropped in, by the way. You know what I'm saying? He definitely lost those rounds. So, you know, technically speaking, when you looking at the fight, you know, if you get 2 10-8 rounds, that's 4 rounds that go in your favor. So based off of the judges' scorecards, that probably means that they only gave Bohachuk 2 other rounds outside of the knockdown rounds. No, as a matter of fact, let me check those scorecards because let me see. Let me check what those scorecards was because I don't remember them that clearly. Let me see. Let me check them scorecards. I'll let you know right now. So when he beat Bohachuk, 114, 112, 114, 112. So if he didn't get knocked down, they would have scored it 116, 112. So that means that they had an 8-4. They would have had an 8-4. Okay. So regardless of the situation, they only gave both the two, Dave Sutherland and Steve Weisfeld, only gave Bohachuk 4 rounds. So that means they only gave him the rounds that he knocked Vergil down in. What? I don't know. Yeah, I see you was talking to Coffee Plant. I was kind of confused, but I see y'all going back and forth. It is what it is. Mark Bull. Let me see. He said, Mark Bull said in boxing, if you get dropped, it's automatically 7-8 not knowing you can make it a 9-8 because in that Vergil joint, he dominated and hurt Bull in the second knockdown round. It is possible to get a 9-8 round if you rally back in a fight after getting knocked down, but it's very rare from what I understand. Listen, Anonymous, that is kind of funny, though. Dave Sutherland and Steve Weisfeld only gave Bohachuk 4 rounds. So that means that they only gave him the rounds that he knocked Vergil down now. That means every other round was given to Ortiz. That's crazy. That's tough scoring. But like I said, y'all got to take into consideration what Turki Alalshikh and them is already trying to put together. You know what I'm saying? And Turki Alalshikh, that's kind of disrespectful, my brother. Like, if you bias, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You come out and you say Terence Crawford your favorite fighter. You're not necessarily a promoter. You just a nigga that's putting the bread up. But it's like that's crazy that you setting up these fights. You know what I mean? You shaking hands with both of these guys and got them signing contracts and shit like that. But you already trying to tell the people and the fans exactly what Vergil Ortiz got up next as if it's guaranteed that he's going to win this fight. How do you see Vergil doing against Boots? Since watching that fight, Mazuma, I think Boots would beat the dog shit out of Vergil. Did y'all see how frustrated Vergil was with Bohachuk? You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, he not. Listen, man. Boots, speed, his combination punches, all those shots that he was lunging into, and you know what I'm saying? That bro, Boots will break him up so easy and pack him the fuck up. In all honesty, I think he'll stop Vergil. But Vergil got a lot of power. He got some good speed. You know what I'm saying? He's a solid fighter, but he's very green in certain aspects, man. You could tell that Vergil wasn't experienced with a lot of the shit that was going on. He never went in there with somebody who was able to take his power and actually get through the rounds. Vergil showed signs of fatigue in there, in all honesty. He showed that he can be, affected by punches. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Vergil get rocked in previous fights. You see what I mean? But, Vergil is very green in certain aspects, man. I ain't going to sit here and lie to you. You know what I mean? Agent 007 believes Bohachuk had it. Yo, listen, man, I'm not knocking nobody. I ain't knocking nobody. And honestly, when you asking me, I'm not mad that Vergil won, but if Bohachuk would have got it, I wouldn't have been mad neither. I didn't sit here and really score the rounds. I was just watching it from just being entertained. But, bro, I just remember so many times where I'm just like, damn, that's a good shot from Vergil. Damn, that was a good shot from Bohachuk. Damn, like, Bohachuk was countering real good. Vergil would swipe the guard down, come over the top with a right, with an overhand, and would, it looked like it'll rock Bohachuk, but then Bohachuk recover real fast and get right back in the mix with a good shot. It was tough, man. It was tough, bro. Like, being a judges guy, that shit had to be stressful. But considering the fact that 2 of the judges had scored exactly the same, that's kind of funny to me. You feel what I'm saying? Because I think it was that close of a fight where 3 judges could have 2 totally different scorecards. You know what I mean? And have a good, opinion behind it. I think it was that close of a fight. You said real ones know Vergil won. I mean, there's some real ones in here that feel like Bohachuk won. I ain't going to sit here and act like everybody. another side fake because they feel like Bohachuk won. I think it was that competitive. So listen, man, the reality of the situation, whether you feel like Bohachuk won or you feel like Bohachuk lost, you feel like Vergil won, you feel like Vergil lost, that does not change I think we could all agree that was a tough competitive fight that could have went either way. It could have been a draw. You see what I mean? But I'm talking about this because I want to transition on to the next topic. I put the link in the chat for anybody that wants to come through and discuss. Glizzy said, does Bud school Vergil? Absolutely. Like I said, man, the experience factor for Vergil is not there. He doesn't have any type of championship level experience. Like I said, Vergil is used to hitting motherfuckers and getting them the fuck up out of there. He's a hard puncher. A lot of people not going to be able to take what he's dishing out. But when it comes to, actually sitting there and playing chess and, outthinking your opponents, Vergil is not accustomed to doing that. I think that him going in. Meanwhile, Terence Crawford has been on top of the sport since 2014. It's 2024. He's been fighting at a high level for a decade and some change. So with that being known, it's like the wit, the experience level, the intelligence in there. Vergil is not up to par, man. You see what I'm saying? Vergil's got hand speed. You know what I'm saying? He got dog. He got a lot of heart. You feel what I mean? He got power, but the ring intelligence ain't there. Bud can match that and then give you something on top of that. I can see Vergil getting reckless, lunging in with a shot and running into a hard counter from Terence Crawford and not responding well. I can see Bud stopping Vergil out of nowhere. You see, like how, do y'all remember how like Kell Brook, you know what I'm saying? How he got a little bit too close to Bud. You know what I mean? He came forward and ran right into Bud's jab and got hurt real bad. I can see that happening to Vergil. He gets that desperate. He gets that undisciplined defensively. And there was plenty of moments where he couldn't make adjustments defensively against Bohachuk. He would slip off to his right side and completely drop that left hand, and the right hand would come right over the top and crack Vergil. And you would think, like, after a while, all right, if I slip to that side, I'm going to bring that hand with me. No, bro. He didn't even bring the shoulder over. Like, if you're going to make, or at least bring this hand over, he'd come up. There's a few ways that you could defend on that side. You could catch up here. You could bring that shoulder up. You could bring the opposite hand over and then bring the hand back over here. He did neither one of those. He never made the adjustments necessary defensively to avoid those big shots from Bohachuk, man. He just so happened to have a type of durability that he was able to get through them shots. But who's to say that if he wasn't as durable, if he didn't have a sturdy chin, how that fight would have turned out? Because Bohachuk, just like Vergil, he used to hit them motherfuckers and them going out. You feel what I'm saying? But Bud, two totally different levels. Bud, way too seasoned for the dude, man. Way too experienced. And I think he's a lot more intelligent than Vergil. I think that, they don't really compare at all. And that's beautiful that you asked me that question because, it's able to get me onto this next topic. And that next topic being, what makes Vergil Ortiz so eligible? What makes him so worthy at a shot against Terence Bud Crawford? Terence Bud Crawford being, top 3 pound for pound in the world right now. You can place it wherever you want. Personally, he's number 2 on my pound for pound list. A lot of people got him number 1. There's some people that got him number 3. But regardless, we cannot dispute that Terence Crawford is one of the best fighters in the world, if not the best fighter in the world, right? So Vergil Ortiz has had 3 fights at 154 pounds. Anonymous have been telling y'all multiple times. Prior to the Bohachuk fight, he's had 2 fights at 54, and both of them only went 1 round. So he's not very experienced at the junior middleweight division. He hasn't been up against the cream of the crop at 154 pounds for us to know, exactly how good he is in that weight class. Because I remember when Vergil first started popping, he was in the 140-pound division. I don't know if y'all remember that, but Vergil was at 140 pounds. Let's see how far back it was that he was at 140. I remember he was making shit. He was popping at 140 pounds. And the last time he fought at 140 pounds wasn't that long ago. Well, 6 years ago. I'm sorry, 2018. He fought Roberto Ortiz, and he weighed in 139.5. I remember when Vergil was popping back then. Then he went on to 147 because 40 was too hard to make. You feel what I mean? So he didn't get a title at 140. He didn't get a title at 147. And then going into 154, this is his third weight division that had never received any major world title in the mix. This man has went through 2 divisions and hasn't won shit yet. Hasn't won shit yet. You know what I'm saying? But now he beat Sergey Bohachuk, and he's the WBC interim world title world champion now. You feel what I mean? So yeah, they said he struggled to make 154, but you know, his weight cut was so bad at 147 that it was thinking about tossing his whole career away. You know what I'm saying? They said that his health was deteriorating from making welterweight, but you know, 54, it seems like, you know what I mean, that's a good weight for him at this point in time. He hasn't been having any health issues, so it is what it is. But Vergil's a big dude, so 150, you know, anytime he cut weight is going to be a sacrifice. I want y'all to really understand that. You know what I'm saying? When you cutting down to any weight class, you're going to make sacrifices and it's going to be difficult. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's a difference between struggling to make a weight and killing yourself to make a weight. Like, I don't know if you ever watched them. HBO used to do this episodes called like 2 Days or some shit like that, where they show the efforts that fighters put into making weight. Mikey Garcia had one on HBO. Let me see it. Let me see. I think it was called like 2 Days. Let me see what it's called. Yeah. Go check that shit out, man. Look, Mikey Garcia got one 2 days. Mikey Garcia at HBO Boxing. It shows you in those segments, and Terence Crawford got one as well. I think that was the fight where he fought Ray Beltran. It show you how hard it is for these guys to make weight, man. Terence Crawford was legitimately killing himself to get down to 135. Devin Haney killed himself to make 135. Vergil Ortiz, on the scale that I seen, he didn't look like he was really killing himself to make 54, but you could tell he had to lose a few pounds. But that's just what it is. That's the climate that we're in boxing right now. You know, these dudes be walking around big as shit, and they try to get they try to get down to the lowest weight class possible so they can have the weight advantage. That's just the name of the game right now. You feel what I'm saying? But I just want to know how the hell, based off of the 3 fights that we say for Vergil Ortiz at 154 pounds, how the fuck is he deserving of a shot against Terence Crawford? Somebody who's a 4-division world champion, you know, pound for pound level fighter, beat quality opponents. Vergil Ortiz, he's had some, you know, he's had little certain names here and there, but for the most part, hasn't beat anybody notable, in my opinion. Bohachuk is the best fighter that he's faced in his career so far, and we've seen how the way he looked. He fought an old Thomas Delorme. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Michael McKinson. You know, you know, former champion Maurice Hooker. You know, Brad Solomon, dudes like that I know personally, but I know a lot of casuals won't really know. You feel me? So, you know, I just want to know why is it so imperative on Turki Alalshikh's side? Let me see, my fault. Why is it such, you know, why is it so imperative with Turki Alalshikh to make this fight happen? You see what I mean? And it's a huge downgrade in all honesty. You're talking about Bud fighting Canelo, right? And then you told Bud that if the Canelo fight was not able to be made, if Canelo outpriced himself, he would give Terence Crawford whatever fight he wants. Is that the fight that Terence Crawford asked for? I've never heard Terence Crawford ever speak about fighting Vergil Ortiz or ever express an interest in making it the priority to fight Vergil Ortiz. I've never heard that. Why? I mean, he hasn't, but because he hasn't, but you know what I'm saying? I would think that if Terence Crawford wants to fight somebody at 154, it would be somebody like Sebastian Fundora that he was, you know, adamant about fighting. I would think that it would be, you know, the winner of Tim Tszyu and Bakram Mordazaliev. You feel what I'm saying? You know, shit like that. You feel what I mean? Who else is the champions? Who else is the champions? Because Bud got the WBA. Damn, who the fuck is the champions at 54? Hold on, let me check that out real quick. So it's Bud, Bakram Mordazaliev. Let me see. Sebastian Fundora. Am I missing somebody? Who am I missing? Does Jermell don't got any more belts? Damn, am I lost, y'all? Inform me. Who's the champions at 54? I said Sebastian Fundora, Terence Crawford. Fundora is unified. He got 2 of the belts. Yeah, you're right. He got the WBO. He got the WBC. Yeah, that's absolutely right. Forgot about that. Thank you. And I was wondering. I'm like, bro, it can't be another champion. I forgot that he got 2 of the belts. So it's Bachram, Fundora, and Crawford. Yeah, thank you, Anonymous. I appreciate that. So, yeah, man. I just feel like, and I'm not even bringing up Jerron Ennis yet. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna save that a little bit towards the end. But there's other fighters in the division currently at 154 pounds that Bud could fight. That'll be more of a exciting fight, a more deserving fight. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I know everybody. I know the cool thing now to do is shit on Jermell Charlo, but Jermell is still one of them niggas, man. He's still one of them dudes who has beat. I understand they took every belt and that was all spread out. Fedor got a belt, Crawford got a belt, Ortiz got a belt. I understand. But who beat that man for his titles? They called Josh Taylor the man at 140 when they stripped him all of his belts, and they called him the man until Teofimo beat him. So Jermell is still one of them dudes in this weight class. I would rather see Jermell and Terence Crawford fight. You know what I mean? I don't know if Charlo's going to fight Bud off of a long layoff, jumping right back into it. I don't know that. But why not try to explore that fight? Charlo might be all about the bag now. He got that Canelo check. He probably trying to see what else he could get. The IBF is Mortis Aliyev. I believe that's how you say his name. Bachram Mortis Aliyev. You feel what I'm saying? Yo, that's another good fight. I mean, I wouldn't want to see Castaño fight Bud. Vergil and Castaño will be fire. You see what I'm saying? 154 got so much smoke, bro. I don't know if I want Vergil Ortiz to be the priority of facing Terence Crawford next. I don't know that. Bro. I feel like there's way more better fights that Bud could pursue at 154 that go ahead of Vergil Ortiz. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not shitting on Vergil and Bud in the Bud fight. I think stylistically it's a good fight. I don't think that fight will go 12 rounds. You feel what I mean? I think that there'll be a lot of action in that fight. I think Vergil will be trying to make Terence uncomfortable. I see Terence Crawford setting him up with some shit and, putting on a beautiful display of boxing until he hurts him and ultimately stops him. That's what I think. You feel what I'm saying? I think stylistically it's an exciting fight, but why? Why are they pushing Vergil Ortiz so hard for this Terence Crawford fight? Why? I don't understand that. You see what I mean? And this is the problem that I got with Turki Alalshikh, y'all. We're going to get into this conversation. Turk, like I said, before I get into this, Turki Alalshikh has been a blessing to boxing. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, you know how hard it was to make Usyk and Tyson Fury? They done pulled out of negotiations before, and, Tyson Fury was being real greedy with the money and all this shit. And Turki Alalshikh was like, all right, man, you take this much money, get ready to fucking fight, y'all. And they made the fight happen. Archer Beterbiev versus Dimitri Bivol. That fight probably would have never happened without Turki Alalshikh, bro. They should have fought a long time ago. Until Turkey started really getting active, that fight wasn't being made. These dudes were just staying in their corners and just fighting whoever the fuck they was fighting. I think Dimitri Bivol was with Matchroom, and Beterbiev is with Top Rank, and they was just staying in their corner just beating up on who they was beating up on. You know what I mean? Within their promotional stable. It wasn't until Turki Alalshikh that this shit started to get moving. So because of Turki Alalshikh, we gonna see 2 undisputed fights in 1 year, I guess. You feel me? We about to see who's gonna win for light heavyweight supremacy, and we just seen Alexander Usyk become the undisputed champion at heavyweight. Boxing film said, Mark, you seen Evanescence do an interview and say Bud hits harder? I don't think I heard him say that Bud hits harder, but I did hear him say that Bud would beat Boots. I think he said that Boots was sharper or some shit like that. I would have to go back and watch it, but I do remember him saying, that like Boots was sharper, but Bud would beat Boots. No, I'm sure. I'm sure he's telling the truth, anonymous. 'Cause I did run into something like that and read about it. The stranger said, "You hear about Turkey and box rec?" No, what happened with that? Yeah, send it to the DM, anonymous. Send it to the DM. I'll read it. You think Boots is wasting his time at 47? Listen, man, if a motherfucker got goals, I don't think he'd really be concerned with, like, if he's real passionate about this goal, he's real passionate about this goal. I don't think he's gonna be caring about a motherfucker saying that he's wasting his time. You feel what I mean? Like if you real passionate about opening a motherfucking restaurant, or you ready to get in, you real passionate about opening your detailing business, and you hear somebody say, "Yo, man, like that's just a waste of time," you gonna be like, "Man, fuck what he talking about. I'm trying to get this shit on the road." Okay, well, yeah, he said, "Bud hits harder." That's interesting. That's interesting. I don't know though, man. Like Boots broke his ribs from what I heard. He broke his nose and broke his jaw. I don't know. I don't know, man. But Bud put his lights out for sure though. So let me see. So Anonymous just sent me the screenshot. However, he revealed that his man had told him Crawford was the harder hitter between the two. This is a quote from Ebenezer. He says, "I think that Crawford is a heavier-handed fighter. I was talking to David, and he said that Crawford hits harder, but Boots was a bit sharper and busier." That's a fact, though. Boots definitely let his hands go more than Bud. You know what I mean? Like Boots is like a Uzi. You feel what I mean? Just the clip just going off. And Bud more like a sniper where he not throwing as much, but the Johns that he is throwing can end shit in a flash. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how I look at the two. That's why I say that when people say that Bud and Boots are similar and it's like a mirror match between the two, I don't really see the shit. I see them fight totally different. I think they have, they got similar qualities in terms of, being comfortable fighting southpaw and orthodox and shit like that, but they totally different fighters. Totally different fighters. You feel what I mean? So, I see where Ebenezer coming from. It don't seem like he hating or nothing like that. You feel what I mean? So that's dope. That's dope. But anyways, let's get into Turki Alalshikh, man. We got 33 people in the building, man. Let's get the likes up. Let's see where the likes is at this point in time. Let's see where these likes is at this point in time. We got 21 likes, man. We got to get these likes up, man. Let's get them up. Let's get them up. If you want to hear this real talk, you want to hear this real shit, let's get these likes up, man. You feel what I mean? I appreciate everybody that's been coming through and showing love with the channel. But Turki Alalshikh, man. Like I said, this dude has, like I said, I feel like a lot of the fights that he's made without, his assistance or him putting his money up, I think a lot of these fights wouldn't have been made. I don't know if Better Beef and Bivol would have ever been made. I don't know if Alexander Usyk or Tyson Fury would have ever been made without the assistance of Turki Alalshikh. So I give him his credit for that. And, he's been putting on some phenomenal cards, man, like Daniel Dubois versus Philip Herkovich. Great fight. Zane versus Wilder. Great fight. Nick Ball versus Raymond Ford. Great fight. Like, they doing some great matchmaking, great styles going up against each other. And we've been seeing some entertainment in fights. And for once, we feel like we actually getting what the fuck we've been asking for all these years. So I'm going to give Turki his respect from that aspect. However, I do feel like there's some elephants in the room that we need to address. And it's that Turki Alalshikh has made some great fights happen. There's no doubt about it. But Turki Alalshikh has been avoiding and not willing to make the fights that are demanded the most, or at least been putting an effort to make these fights happen. You feel what I'm saying? And the one fight that I've been talking about, and this was before him and Canelo had any type of conflict, there's any words back and forth, and that was a David Benavidez and Canelo fight, man. You see what I mean? He had heard the rumblings around the boxing world that this was the fight to be made. And in all honesty, if this fight was to happen, pay-per-view is going to be crazy, man. They selling out whatever arena they decide to step in. You know what I mean? Mexico, the young Mexican kid that's looking to, that's looking to build his legacy, going up against the decorated, one of the greatest Mexican fighters of all time in Canelo Alvarez. You feel what I'm saying? Great Great fight. The fucking sales is gonna go through the roof, man. The press conference is gonna go crazy. There's gonna be so much excitement and anticipation for the fight, man. That shit is gonna generate millions of dollars, man. But before he could even shoot Canelo Alvarez an offer, he shot that fight down right away. I remember he had several words about the fight, and he said that he didn't really care for Benavidez and Canelo. So he pretty much said, fuck the biggest fight to be made in boxing. I would rather steer David Benavidez in this direction. And that was the direction going towards light heavyweight and facing the winner of Bivol and Beterbiev. Now, is that a great fight? Absolutely. That is an amazing fight. Whether Beterbiev or Bivol wins, going up against David Benavidez, man, that's a great stylistic matchup. If he fights Beterbiev, who's, one of the hardest punchers in the boxing world, period. You know what I mean? And, got a good engine as well. Yo, you got one more time to interrupt my live, dog. That's on everything, cuz. Stop playing with me, dog.
And I'm going to keep doing it.
You see that shit? You see that disrespectful shit, y'all? I'll be out here grinding for my motherfucking, I'm grinding for the nation and shit like that. And she just want to come and shut down my whole screen because she want FaceTime and shit like that. You see what be going on in these streets, man? These women selfish, man. These women selfish and they only be worried about what they want and shit. You feel me? Anyways, how you feeling? You all right?
Yeah.
All right. Because you got what you want, right?
Yep.
Shit crazy. Anyways. No, I'm just fucking around. No, but anyways, man. I didn't like the fact that you tell her we out here hustling. Yeah, facts, man. We over here trying, talk this real shit, get people involved with what's going on with the nation, and you just want to come through and, you know what I'm saying, start rattling it. My whole damn screen done turned off because she FaceTiming me and shit. But anyways, like I was saying though, y'all.
Why are you still talking shit?
Yo, you better pipe the fuck down. Who you talking to? Think everything a damn joke. Shit. So you see that. But anyways, he said, chill, Mark. You got a sugar coat. They too emotional. Nah. She be all right. She gangster. But no. Let's get back on track, y'all. My fault. I'm just talking shit. Like I said, I didn't like how the way Turki Alalshikh, disregarded that fight in particular. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's the biggest fight to be made in boxing. I don't think you can name any fight in boxing right now that's bigger than Canelo and fucking Benavidez. You see what I mean? But now this is a fight that we most likely never going to see, and there's going to be a whole bunch of what-ifs and fantasy matchups from the people from years to come because, nobody was willing to put their foot forward in order to make this fight happen. PBC offered Canelo multiple opportunities to fight Benavidez. He shot it down. To fight Benavidez, Canelo shot it down numerous times. He went on to go through that PBC deal without facing David Benavidez. He went on to face Jermell Charlo, punched on him, made him move up 2 weight classes, then punched on Jaime Munguia, who is in the same weight as David Benavidez, but nowhere near as accomplished. Then he's about to fight Edgar Berlanga, who is a stone cold cherry pick. I don't give a fuck how good you may feel like he is, how hard of a puncher he is, how much bigger he is than Canelo. All these motherfuckers bigger than Canelo, bro. That nigga is 5'7". I am taller than Canelo Alvarez, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like all these dudes bigger than him. So what? That shit don't matter. But anyways, Turki Alalshikh could have easily put the funds up necessary to make that fight happen and appease the boxer fans because he tells you time and time again, he wants to make the biggest fights happen in the sport of boxing, and he wants the fans to enjoy the best fights possible. I've heard him say this on numerous occasions. Meanwhile, you shoot down the biggest fight to be made in the sport of boxing. Moving on. There's another fight that Turki Alalshikh has in his hands right now that he could probably get done with a snap of a fucking finger, and that's Jaron Ennis versus Terence Crawford. And before y'all get into, they're not even the same weight class no more, the same motherfuckers that's saying that is the same motherfuckers that's going around and saying, Boots just need to move up to 154 already, man. There's nothing there for him at 47 anymore. All right, so he could go up to 154 and face Terence Crawford. Nah, man, but nah, man. Bud is at 54. Why would he fight Boots? Boots is still at 47. Boots done told y'all he's going to focus on becoming undisputed at 147. But if Terence Crawford offers him a fight, he's signing the fucking contract. What don't y'all understand? They try to, and I love how they try to spin the narrative and make it seem like Boots is avoiding somebody. Boots not avoiding anybody. You feel what I'm saying? When the fuck has he ever avoided anybody? I can't recall Boots ducking no motherfucker out here in these streets. You feel what I'm saying? If anything, they acting like he ain't shit, trying to disregard him to the best of their ability, like Keith Thurman, Turkey ass, like Stanley Otis, Turkey ass, Rashidi Ellis acting like Boots don't exist and shit when they fought on the same card. Bro, all these dudes be acting scary on the low. Brian Norman don't even want to say the dude's name, calling him the final boss and shit like that. Listen, man. Boots, Bud, I'm trying to tell y'all, Boots has a partnership with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn and Turkey like this. Terence Crawford is an ambassador for Riyadh season. Him and Turkey are like this. This fight could be made with the snap of a finger, y'all. But Turki Alalshikh is prioritizing Vergil Ortiz against Terence Crawford over Jaron Ennis versus Terence Crawford. Why? Why? What the fuck has Vergil Ortiz done in comparison to Jaron Ennis to be more worthy than Jaron Ennis for a Terence Crawford fight? Regardless of how the way he got the belt, y'all, Jaron Ennis is the legitimate IBF champion of the world. This man does show you that he could sell. He sold 70% of the Wells Fargo in his debut arena fight in his hometown. Boots not like this low risk. And this is another thing I want to address, right? Because I spoke about this on Claymore Rain Live the other day, and Claymore brought up a point where, like, yo, they might not, and they was talking about Martin Bacoli and shit like that. And you know, it was a beautiful thing to see Martin Bacoli get celebrated in the Congo. You see what I'm saying? Yo, that shit was jam-packed. They gave this man a crazy-ass celebration as if he won a world title. All he did was beat an undefeated contender from America. But the fact that he's getting that much love, it was dope to see, man. Not everybody receives that, so it was pretty dope to see that. But regardless, we was talking about Bacoli and how he might be a high-risk, low-reward. And I'm like, yo, considering the fact that Turki Alalshikh is paying these guys substantial amounts of money to fight each other, is there such thing as a low reward when it comes to fighting on a Riyadh season card? Is there such thing? High risk will always be a thing. As long as there's dangerous motherfuckers in boxing, there will always be a high risk in fighting somebody and may possibly lose, especially when you're fighting at a high level. But the low reward thing, Turki Alalshikh knocks that right out of the equation. All these dudes getting the biggest paydays of their life, right? So we need to stop talking about this low reward shit or talk about how motherfuckers ain't a draw, because as far as I'm concerned, Raymond Ford, there's a lot of fighters who got big paydays to fight on Riyadh season cards, and they were never draws. What the fuck has Martin Bacoli ever sold? What the fuck has Daniel Dubois ever sold? What the fuck has Jared Anderson ever sold? Boots is a draw. He showed it. But regardless, that's not even the conversation we really have. And my whole thing is Turki Alalshikh has blatantly ignored if you talk about the biggest fights to be made in boxing, bro, right now, David Benavidez Canelo, Gervonta Davis Shakur, and what's the one that follows that? Jaron Ennis versus Terence Crawford. Turki Alalshikh has turned down 2 out of the 3 biggest fights that could be made in the entire sport of boxing. In the entire sport of boxing, he has turned down 2 out of the 3 biggest fights in the sport of boxing, in my opinion. Like I said, Turki Alalshikh is doing amazing shit. He's making fights that we probably would have never have seen without his assistance. Without his money, we probably would never have seen these fights, and went on to talk about it later down the line, like the disappointed boxing fans that we typically are, and be like, yo, who would have won this fight if they actually would have fought, man? That's the type of situation we would have been in. Thanks to Turki, we got our answers. So this ain't a shot at Turki, but he do got some shit that he got going on where, you know, he putting up the bread. And if you putting up the bread, you have the ultimate say. Let's not get it wrong. However, don't sit here and talk about how you just want to give the fans what they want to see type shit. Meanwhile, you turning down you disregarding or completely ignoring 2 out of the 3 best fights to be made in the sport of boxing. This is another thing that I heard too. I don't know if it was true. No, well, I wasn't counting the Tank and Shakur one. The ones I was specifically talking about was Jaron Ennis and Terence Crawford and fucking Benavidez and Canelo. That's the ones that I say he blatantly ignored. Now, you completely right. Turki did reach out to Tank, and then Tank was talking about, oh, you need to send me 2 Ferraris, before we even get to talking about this. And then he was like, yo, well, I'll give you 2 boxing gloves. Let's make a fight happen. I mean, ever since then, it's been crickets. You see what I'm saying? So Turki Alalshikh made the effort. So I'm gonna give him the applause for that. Now, if you out here and you trying to make the fight happen, and these motherfuckers just don't want to work with you, that's not your fault. That's just the type of time that they on. You can't say that you didn't try. My problem is he didn't even try to make Benavidez and Canelo. He didn't even try to make Terence Crawford versus Jaron Ennis right now. So, you know what I'm saying? And what fucks me up is that Turki Alalshikh said that he wants to work with David Benavidez. He wants to work with fucking Jaron Ennis. He mentioned Jaron Ennis' name in that latest interview he did. But you don't want to give Jaron Ennis the biggest fight of his career or one of the biggest fights to be made in boxing with a dude that you named an ambassador for Riyadh season. Why not? Why not? Tank really did say that. He tweeted that on Twitter. Yes, he did. It was a funny response from Turki Alalshikh. It was, but it was some real shit though. Like, why are you talking about Ferraris, dog? I'll give you 2 boxing gloves. Let's get this shit going and let's fight. That's what he really said. 93 Octane says 2 out of the 3 are aligned with PBC and Al Heyman. Coincidence? Hey, man. I don't know exactly what's going on. I don't got no answers for that. Listen, it might very well not be a coincidence because as of right now, man, everybody seems to be on with Riyadh season except PBC. You feel what I mean? I see Frank Warren doing business with Turki. I see Eddie Hearn doing business with Turki. I see Golden Boy. I see Top Rank working with Turki. The only one that I've heard that has not committed completely with Riyadh season and Turki Alalshikh is PBC. And I heard Tank do a little interview, and I thought it was interesting. He was like, the only motherfuckers that go over to Turki to fight with him is motherfuckers who can't sell over here. I don't need Turki because I sell over here. So PBC is probably looking at it like, you know what I mean? We got some big stuff. We don't need Turki because we successful with what we got going on over here. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know exactly how that's going to work out. You know, I feel like everybody got a price tag. Anybody could be sold in boxing at the end of the day. So maybe if it's a substantial amount of money, maybe PBC will hop on board. But besides that, they probably see it like, yo, we got Earl. You know what I mean? I don't know how much longer he's going to be here, but we got Earl, we got Tank. You know what I mean? We got Benavidez and shit like that. But it's very confusing because PBC eventually going to have to work with these dudes because if Benavidez is going to get this opportunity to face the winner of Bivol and Better Beef, they're going to have to see Turki, right? Because Turki got a relationship with Top Rank and Golden Boy. You know what I mean? They under the Riyadh season umbrella. So they're going to have to run into him eventually. I don't know. It's just very confusing. Jamal and Jamel, I wouldn't say they the top dogs of PBC, though. They definitely names. But Jamal, I don't know what he got going on. Jamel, it seemed like he's trying to get back in the mix. So we'll see. I don't know. But like Tank, superstar. You know what I mean? Earl was a superstar at one point. I don't know how he going to bounce back from this, but you know what I'm saying? Tank is a superstar. And Benavidez, you know, he only like one good win away from being a superstar himself, if he isn't already. You feel me? So, I don't know, man. I don't think it's a coincidence at all. I think it's, you know, PBC, you know, Al Heyman, he like to do shit on his own time. I remember when Terence Crawford did an interview, and he was talking about how he talked to Al. He was like, yo, man, we got these hedge fund investors that want to put up $20 million a piece for me and Earl, and I was like, oh, well, I ain't letting him touch that. I ain't letting nobody touch this fight. You know what I'm saying? So Al Heyman made it clear, like, yo, like, if it's a big fight that's on the horizon, like on my plate, I ain't sharing this shit with nobody. You feel what I'm saying? This shit, I'm taking control of this shit. I'm the one that's gonna make this fight happen. I'm gonna be the one conducting the business. I ain't gonna be having nobody else responsible for making my fights happen. It seems like that's the type of dude that Al Heyman is, just based off of that conversation Bud had with him. You feel me? But Coffee Plant said Tank need like 300 M's. Tank need 300 M's for Shakur? For Dev? That'd be crazy. I don't know if motherfuckers getting that for one fight. I don't know about that. Because Turki told what how much did Canelo say he needed for Benavidez? He said like 250 million. And Turki was like, man, get the fuck out of here. Let me see. How much he said he need for Benavidez? Was that 200 million? Yeah, he said they offered me 150 or 200 million. I'll fight him. That's interesting. But yeah, man, that's the only problem that I got with Turki Alalshikh, in all honesty, man. He said 200 for David, 150 for Crawford. That's crazy. But yeah, man, that's all I wanted to speak about with Turki Alalshikh, man. Obviously, everybody got their pros and cons. You feel me? Bob Arum, he got his pros, he got his cons. You know, Frank Warren, pros and cons. Eddie, pros and cons. Al Heyman, pros and cons. It is what it is. Not everybody's perfect. I mean, some people may do things that you agree with. You know, there may be some things that people do that you disagree with. But regardless, you know what I mean? That's the only thing that I really see with Turki Alalshikh, man. So is he the solution for what's going on with boxing right now, or is he part of the problem? Because part of the problem that we're having with in the sport of boxing is the biggest fights to be made in the sport, there's always a hold off on it. There's always some type of delay. There's always some bullshit that intervenes with this fight being made. And, you know, Turki Alalshikh, he says that he's coming to the rescue. You know what I'm saying? He coming to the rescue, and you know what I'm saying? He gonna do this, he gonna do that, and you know he's promised boxing fans he's gonna make the biggest fights happen. Meanwhile, the biggest fight is in front of you, and you rather steer David Benavidez in a different direction. And then we got Jerron Anderson Bud, which could be a huge fight, a fucking huge fight. And you trying to throw Vergil Ortiz at Bud instead of Boots. When Boots is working with somebody that you have a close relationship with, Eddie Hearn, you can make that fight happen easily. You know what I mean? So 2 out of the 3 biggest fights to be made in the sport of boxing, you're blatantly ignoring and tossed to the side, just like all these other promoters do. So I'm starting to question whether you are the solution for the boxing world or you are part of the problem. You feel me? Because with or without Turki, you know what I'm saying, we might not get like the Usyks and the Furies and the Bivens and the Better Bees, but we still can make some good fights happen. We can still make some good fights happen. We don't necessarily need Turki for that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? That's all I really needed to say about Turki, man. So is Turki Alalshikh the solution for the boxing world, or is he a part of the problem? That's just, and I sit here and I think about that shit all the time. Is he different? Is he the one that's going to make boxing a great sport that it once was at one point when, you know, back in the early, 1900s or whatever the fuck, 1950s, 60s, where, whenever there was a boxing event, that should sell out any arena in the fucking country. You know what I'm saying? Now boxing in the U.S. is like behind baseball and football and basketball. You know what I mean? Can Turki make boxing a great sport that it once was? Or is he going to be a part of the problem? And another thing about, Turki is you could tell that he's not, like Greg Haggis said on my channel, you could tell he's not used to being told no. Frank said yeah. Eddie said yeah. Bob said yeah. De La Hoya said yeah. Everybody that has told him no or seemed like they weren't interested, you know what I mean? He had like a little slick remark to say to them. Tim Tszyu, You know, he didn't say he didn't say yes to Turkey right away. He had other options going on. He chose a different path. Now he talking about he not gonna do no business with Tim Zoo anymore and shit like that. You feel what I mean? So, and Glizzy, it is a great point from Greg. You know, but I felt like it was a great point, but it was obvious as well. Just think about it, man. You know, Canelo didn't want to give Turkey an answer right away while he was in the middle of promoting his fight with Berlanga. So he threw a shot at Canelo. And Canelo didn't even say nothing back. He just put laughing emojis. You feel what I mean? Oh, you just Turkey was just about, oh, you just want easy fights, and I'm here to make the biggest fights happen. And you know, I know you lost to Bivol, so you're not trying to lose again. Started taking like all these digs at Canelo, and all Canelo said was he didn't like how you was trying to force his hand and trying to make him commit to something that, you know, he wasn't totally all in with yet. Canelo has a system. You feel what I'm saying? He likes to go through one fight at a time. You know what I mean? That after he gets the one fight out of the way, he chill for a little bit, then he come back to you with some more information. Yeah, Ralph. Yeah, that clip when Turkey was talking to Eddie Hearn and Shakur was sitting right next to him, and he told Eddie, he was like, did y'all have that conversation that we spoke about? Eddie was like, yeah. He was like, yo, like, I need to know. And like Eddie told him something along the lines of like, yeah, man, we'll talk later. He was like, I need to know now. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like Turkey is he putting the bread up, he making some big shit happen, but he's a very demanding person. And it seems like when you're not on the same page as him or you don't want to do business with him, he like that nigga who, he be like, yo, beautiful, can I get your number? They be like, no. You're like, well, fuck you then, bitch. It seemed like Turkey one of them type niggas. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like he'll get at you, but if you're not with the shits, then he start telling you about yourself. That's what it seems like. Does Eddie profit off Turkey? Of course he does. Bro, do you think these promoters would team up with anybody if they not making money off of them? These promoters' main objective is to cash out everybody under their stable. Their main objective is to build them up until they can't build them up no more and then cash him out. That's what these promoters do. I don't give a fuck how much they may get along with the fighter. They all about the dollar signs at the end of the day. They're not about to lose money with who are just about anybody. But that's who Turki Alalshikh remind me of, bro. Like on some real shit. It's like he's like, yo, Mark, you a beautiful woman. Can I get your number? She like, no, I got a man. All right, well, fuck you then, bitch. That's a type boy that Turki Alalshikh is. He one of them type dudes. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, James is like his ego hurt when he get told no. You feel me? That's just what I peep with Turki Alalshikh. Like Anonymous said, let me go back to that comment that Anonymous said, because I think it's very true. He said Turkey is good. I just think he needs to adjust his priorities. Absolutely. I think he got good intentions with the sport. I think he actually is a fan of the sport, unlike a lot of people who just want to invest in it, just try to get their return on investment and shit like that. I think that Turkey does this because he really fucks with the sport. He's actually a genuine fan. However, he do need to adjust his priorities and just understanding that this business shit is not personal, for one. You know what I mean? Not everybody going to be on the same page as you. And, don't get hurt when motherfuckers tell you that they not on the same tight time as you. Try to persuade them. Do what these promoters do. I know you're not a promoter. You a get money nigga from Saudi. But you gotta be, you know what I mean? You gotta be resilient through the shit. You gotta be okay with being told no, even if you don't like it. You feel me? He said, I sneak Turkey. Bro got nigga say he a sneak Turkey. Yo, man, you know them people will kill you behind that boy, man. You better leave Turkey alone. He said, I really do think Turkey, he losing money on some of these events. He probably is, but I don't think he really care about that. Listen, man, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I think that Turki Alalshikh's main objective is to rebrand Saudi Arabia, because obviously Saudi Arabia got a reputation for a lot of bad shit. I'm not going to get into it on this live, but obviously you can go Google it. You know what I mean? They don't have the best reputation. So I think that Turki Alalshikh is doing all these types of big events and putting out all this money to convince people to come over to Saudi Arabia. From what I understand, from that event that happened with LA with Bud, they were like, as soon as you walked into the arena, they was giving out brochures to go visit Saudi Arabia. So this is strictly done on Turki Alalshikh's part to try to get people to persuade people to come over to Saudi Arabia for tourist purposes. You know what I mean? That's what I think he's doing it for. That's why he don't mind bringing it over to the States, because, you know what I mean? When you're doing it in Saudi Arabia, shit like that, people will come over and see it. But now I'm coming to your homeland. I'm coming to your homeland. I'm bringing my events over here, and I'm showing you that the same shit is going on in Saudi Arabia. So here, let me give you a brochure of how great, and show you how great Saudi Arabia is. So, you know, you could potentially be somebody who comes over and, you know, check the country out. You know what I mean? And spend some money with us. That's the type of time that I think Turkey's on. He don't mind dishing all of this money out because he know that, you know, the more events that he promote in America, the more people will have their eye on Saudi Arabia and may possibly visit. That's what I think. I think that's his intentions behind all of this. I don't think he's just like, oh, man, you know, I'm just a big boxing fan. Let me put this money out here and just see what happens when they fight. He might be interested in boxing. He might be a fan of boxing, but he's not dishing out all this money to just watch fights. There's an intention behind it. You feel me? Yeah. Turkey trying to get some eyes on his country. That's all. You know what I mean? Because the more, listen, they some rich motherfuckers, right? You know what I mean? They putting all this money out here in hopes that people come and visit, because the more people that come and visit their country, the more money that they make. You see what I'm saying? They ain't never gonna stop getting to the money. Don't get it fucked up, y'all. They got plenty of money, but you see Bill Gates still working. I remember, I don't know if y'all ever watched that 24/7 with Floyd, but this was back when Roger Mayweather was his trainer. He said, y'all never asked Bill Gates why he don't stop making computers, right? Listen, man, the grind never stopped. That's the reason why they're in a position at the end, because they constantly working. Where does Turkey make his money? Bro, he's a part of the royal family in Saudi Arabia. Them niggas that got oil and all that shit, bro. That's how he got money. He a part of the royal family. I mean, that's why they call him His Excellency. It's like your high, like that's the equivalent to like Your Highness, like, you know, in the UK and shit like that. Yeah, you got that oil money, man. Go Google that royal family in Saudi Arabia. So that's their whole intention, man. That's why I think they're there. Well, that's the reason why I think he's been, you know, doing all these big events, and now he's gonna start coming to the US more and making all these big fights. I guarantee y'all, the 37 people that's in here, if y'all go to one of these Riyadh season events and y'all walk into that arena, if it's happening in the US, if you're not handed a brochure telling you to go visit Saudi Arabia, I will be shocked. Jay Cash says, when I travel, it's 65% for food. And the Saudi family own everything over there. Yo, Jay, when you come to Philly, man, yo, you gotta hit my phone, bro. As a matter of fact, you be hitting me up on Facebook and shit like that. Hit me up so I can send you my number. Because when you be talking about coming down here, when you come down here, man, I'm gonna show you some good eats around here, man. I'm gonna show you the Rican spot that I go fuck with. I mean, Rican, Dominican food. We got good Indian food, bro. Philly slept on with the food now. You gotta come check out this food, bro. Whatever type of food you want, I'll put you on. We need Elon to invest in boxing. He don't want nothing to do with that shit, bro. He not into losing money. He not into losing money. It's not like he run a fucking country where, you know, he trying to bring more tourists and, you know, make tourism a bigger thing. Like, I heard he putting up this a little bit politics, but they said that he putting up, yeah, keep Elon away from boxing. Yeah, for sure. I don't want him here. Not all money, good money. Shout out to my boy Sing with the $5 super chat, man. Sing stays dropping the super chats, man. Shout out to him for supporting the channel. He says, Mazuma, who do you think will be pound for pound number one in 3 to 5 years? Hashtag Punjabi food. What the hell is that? What's Punjabi food? What's that, Indian? I don't know what that is. Let me Google that shit real quick. Oh, Pakistan and India. Oh, okay. I got it. But anyways, yeah, Indian food. Indian food is really good, man. I fuck with that orange chicken with the naan and all that. How you fucking that shit up? But anyways, he said they make people eat doo-doo in Saudi. You crazy. James, yo, listen, bro. Yo, James, any type of food, bro. There's a Philly food YouTuber. Listen, man, any type of food you fuck with, Philly got it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You want to get some what's that shit? Bro, it don't matter. Like what culture it is because Philly, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Like Philly kind of like segregated. You feel what I'm saying? We got our own Chinatown. You know what I mean? You want to fuck with the Korean food and all that? You go down there. You know what I'm saying? The Korean Chinese food, they got the roasted duck and all that. You want to come, if you want to get some good Hispanic food, you got to come to North because that's where all the Puerto Ricans and Dominicans live at. You know what I mean? The Hunted Park, the Fairhill area where I'm from, we got a great restaurant called Freddy's and Tony's. That should have been a staple in our neighborhood for years. I love going to Freddy's and Tony's. There's two of them, but there's one that I go to in particular because it's a lot better. If you like pork, like pernil and all that shit, there's a joint off Erie called Porky's Point. I don't know. They used to be good. I don't know about anymore, but they were pretty good. In my hood, if you like, we got good breakfast spots too, bro. We got this place called Olympia that's been around since I was a kid. You know, I was a little young boy. My dad used to take me over there, and they used to make me the Mickey Mouse pancakes and shit. Yo, bro, I'm trying to tell you, Philly is definitely multicultural, and it's great food. You just gotta go to the right spots. You know, just like any other place, bro. You go to a lot of restaurants, some of them might be shitty. You know what I'm saying? But Hispanic food, bro, Dominican food. You know who you could talk to about that? And he probably the biggest foodie I know is my father. My father he know about all the good spots, bro. I know about a lot of restaurants all around the city because I used to do Uber Eats all throughout college. You know what I mean? After high school, during college, I picked up from just about every spot in Philadelphia: West, Northwest, Southwest, South Philly, West Philly, Northeast. It don't matter where. I know just about every spot. You could bring up any culture. I'm gonna know exactly where to go. Like that's just what it is. That's why Philly fighters miss way too much good food. Who missed weight from Philly, boss? Who you talking about? Who missed weight from Philly? What you talking about, man? Are we disrespecting our professionalism over here? Yeah, we got Haitian food over here. Hell yeah. Yeah. I never personally had it, but I heard of it. Shit. Yeah, but you going based off of what I'm seeing, yeah, that's a little bit of a drive. They be in different areas. But yeah, they got a few. They got a few Haitian spots. Tevin missed weight. Where he missed weight? What weight was that? I mean, regardless, man, a lot of motherfuckers lose weight. I mean, miss weight. It is what it is. Y'all be saying shit when Tank missed weight. Fuck you talking about? What's next for Charles Conwell? Yeah, I met Tevin before. Bro, I got a picture. I got a picture from when I was a young boy with Tevin, Danny, and Angel. Old John. Old pig. I'm talking about I had to be like 17. Yeah, right here. Look at this. That's me. Angel, Danny, Tevin. That was so long ago, bro. Look at me. Crazy. Charles Conwell been showing out though. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like he been making statements. I think he needs a big opportunity. You don't necessarily need to be a world title fight, but shit for an interim belt that'd be cool, or just a big name, man. Like throw him in there in the mix with these top guys and see what happens, bro. I mean, if he keep fighting these lower level dudes, the dudes that not amongst like the elite, he gonna keep having performances like that. So it's like you gotta put him out there, bro. Gotta put him off. You gotta put him out there. You said why Tevin posed like that, man? Stop clowning Tev, man. No, I ain't even have a full beard. I ain't had none of this. I just had this. And I had a little bit of the beard. I had a little bit of mustache, a little bit of the beard. For sure. He ain't look at the camera. Yo, y'all niggas is petty, bro. Listen, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I be keeping it a buck about niggas, and you know what I mean? Tevin is a nice dude, man. I got a picture with Holyfield. I completely forgot about this, John. Look how much bigger Holyfield is next to me, bro. Look at this big motherfucker. Look at that. Nice dude, man. That was back when Evander Holyfield was promoting. He had Real Deal Promotions. That fell apart or whatever. But yeah, I got a lot of pictures. I met Roy Jones. I met Roy Jones a while back too. Roy was one of the nicest people that I met, for sure. I got a picture with B-Hop too. B-Hop was a dick. Glizzy Bernard Hopkins was one of them. He was lame as hell. But besides that, I've had some pretty good experiences with some cool dudes, bro. Look, this Bernard Hopkins right here. So he took the picture, but it was like a hassle to get the picture. You feel me? He was like, do I have to take the picture right now? And all that shit. I think that's when he was getting, this was 2019. I think this was 2019. So who the fuck was he about to fight in 2019? If he even fought in 2019. Let me see. Yeah, B-Hop was a clown. Now, he last fought in 2016, so this picture definitely wasn't taken in 2019. I think he was getting ready for Joe Smith. I think he was getting ready for Joe Smith because he had a long layoff after Kovalev, and he jumped. Yeah, because he fought Kovalev in like 2016. I was still in high school, so he bounced back after that in 2019. I was in college. Had to be. Bro, I've seen Danny so many times, bro. You gotta understand, bro. Like y'all don't really know. Like I'm in the boxing game. Like I've been to his gym. You know what I'm saying? I've been to his gym multiple times. I've trained at his gym multiple times. Back when I was doing my thing, Danny be around, bro. He be around. Trust me, he be around. And he trying to sign one of my dad fighters right now. Like as we speak, he got DSG Promotions. You know what I mean? He got some good talent. Johnny Rivera and all that shit. He got some good shit going on, bro. Like I be around. He don't be showing love to this. He stayed to himself, but Danny be coming through sometimes. It got to be a fighter that he's invested in though. So like, let's like the kid Johnny. Let's say he fight on a card that's not a DSG card, like a Danny Garcia card. He will come and support him because that's his guy. You feel what I mean? Or if like if Cool Boy Steph fighting in the city or something like that, he gonna come out. If Boop's fighting in the city, he gonna come out. It got to be somebody important to him or somebody he feel like is worth stepping out for. You feel what I mean? Yeah, but Roy was a real nice dude, man. Roy was a really nice dude. I've had some good experiences with boxers, man. Like they be chilling once they know that you one of them or you come from the same world as them and shit like that. They pretty nice dudes. Nate Jones, nice dude, man. Roy, nice dude. Tito Trinidad, one of my idol fucking treated me like he knew me his whole life. Treated me like family. Hector Camacho Jr. Probably the funniest motherfucker out of all of them that I met. I worked Hector Camacho's last fight. Hector Camacho Jr., I worked his last fight out in Delaware. I worked his corner. You know what I mean? He got a good relationship with my pop, and he gave me a replica of the Camacho chain. I got it at the gym and shit like that. So, real nice dude. Look, this is me working his corner right here. You can see me in the background. Look, my eyes I was looking over to the side. I was talking to somebody. But this was Camacho's last fight, and he's wearing the John that his father, Hector Camacho Sr., would wear. You feel what I mean? Yeah, I went to when Tank fought Jesus Cuellar. I was at the Barclays. So, yeah, I was there. Yeah, Roy's a real nice dude, man. Never was rude or nothing like that. I got an old picture with Stephen Fulton too. This was before he was world champion. Yeah, got a lot of them, bro. Got a lot of these Jones. Now that I look at it, I got a lot of pictures with a lot of fighters. I got a picture with Jared Hurd when he beat Tony Harrison for his first world title. Y'all looking like a little, no, fuck we don't. Shut up, man. I got a picture with Jared Hurd when he first beat Tony Harrison. He just became a world champion, and we was at a casino because a fighter of his that he knew was over there, so he went and showed love. But I wonder if I got that, John. I got a picture with J-Rock. I don't know where that shit at, though. Got a bunch of them. I'll be losing track. Yeah, I met J-Rock. My fighters had sparred J-Rock before. I used to go over to Schuler's with Breadman. Breadman was supposed to come on the channel today, but we wasn't able to get the time frame right. But no, man, I used to go over to Schuler's with my fighters to have J-Rock spar him. We actually had a fighter. One of my fighters at the time got Jared Hurd ready. Got J-Rock ready for Jared Hurd. That was after the Jamal John. This is back when he beat Jared Hurd for all them belts they had. He beat him for 3 of the major belts. Let me see. Damn, I wonder where that picture at. It's probably on my Facebook or something. I swear I seen it on my camera roll a little bit ago. But yeah, J-Rock cool people. I can't really say too much about J-Rock because I haven't really had too many conversations with him all like that. I don't know. Some niggas say he cool, some niggas say he not. You feel me? I don't know. I guess it just depends on how you take certain people. But I don't know him, so I can't really speak on it. You know what I'm saying? I know Breadman cool. Every time I done reached out to Breadman, he always showed love and, was always open to me. Pause. You feel me? Every time I asked him to do an interview, he's done it. I only asked him one time, he's done it. Yeah, Philly stack, bro. Stephen Fulton a cool nigga too, though. I spoke to him a little bit before the NUA fight. There you go. This is me with that Knicks varsity jacket. Jared Hurd when he first won his world title. Yeah, forgot all about that. I don't know too much. Like I said, I don't know too much about, you know what I'm saying? Mark got, nigga, those posts, nigga, I was like, what? 20? Not even. I was probably like 19, 20 years old in them pictures, bro. You talking about poses from 6 years ago. I'm saying, let me see. Nigga, you nobody even know what the fuck you look like, nigga. So you show your fucking poses, nigga. Fuck, y'all niggas be hiding behind other niggas is y'all profile pictures telling niggas how to pose. Why don't you pose for a pic, nigga? Fuck you talking about? Fuck around with these niggas. But anyways, listen, man, I got some time. I don't know if anybody want to come through and chop it up with me on the live. You feel me? I don't know where my dude Mastermind at. I wish I was able to reach out to Mastermind. You know what I mean? 'Cause I need a little bit of his opinion on what's going on, because that man told me he done watched all the he said he done watched every fight since the 70s. You feel me? He got all this boxing knowledge. So I want to know. He said Glizzy hop on the live. He ain't doing that. I don't know. They weird, bro. I think these dudes, I think they be having crushes on me on the low. They be on that real talk shit. Niggas be straight blades. Yeah. Mastermind said that shit one time, bro. I think he said he had like 80 years of boxing knowledge or something like that, bro. That was the funniest shit. I wish I was able to get his contact, but I don't know his name, so I can't really find him or speak to him or nothing like that. But next time he get on the live, I'm what? Hold up, y'all. My fault. Sheesh. Major Key Boxing. What up? What up? He said, good show. Yeah, man, I got a little bit caught up, man. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say about, Turki Alalshikh, whether he good or bad for boxing. And like I said, man, there ain't no disrespect towards Turki Alalshikh, man. Shit, I hope we could do some business in the future. You feel what I'm saying? But, everybody got their pros and cons. You know what I'm saying? Y'all think Fulton gonna get a title shot next since Leo just slept Venado? I hope so. This is the thing, man. Like Stephen Fulton, it is sad too because he's a great fighter. You see what I mean? He's a phenomenal fighter. There's not that many people that could fuck with that man, and he lost. My fault, y'all. He lost to one of the most. He lost to one of the most special fighters in the world. Now you want anyways one of the most special fighters in the world. You feel what I'm saying? So people see him lose, and all of a sudden he ain't shit. And it's like, bro, that's crazy to me, bro. So Stephen Fulton talking about that he wants to go up to 130 and shit like that, but he gonna make this quick stop at 126. So let's see what he do at 126 against his opponent. You know what I mean? And then after that, if he decides to go up to 130, cool. If not, 126, he could get something popping over there, man. I would love to see him. Him versus Nick Ball would be a great fight. Him and Southpaw got into it. I ain't see that. I'm not familiar with Major Key. I gotta check in on him. I don't really be watching dudes all like that, man. I gotta be more. I gotta be more aware of what's going on. Let me see. Somebody said right here, are you familiar with another Philly boxing channel, T Street? I think you guys should collab one day. No, I don't know who that is. Who? T Street. Let me check him out. T Street. Is it T Street Controversy? He got a lot of subscribers. Is this who it is? Shit. Yeah, he got shit jumping on his channel. That's dope. Anonymous says there's rumors of Frank Martin versus Edwin being possible. Who do y'all think wins? Bro, that's a hell of a fucking fight, bro. Because Edwin De Los Santos, Frank Martin, they both got power. You feel what I'm saying? Edwin, bro, and Shakur gives Edwin a lot of respect when he bring up Edwin's name. Shit. Frank Martin, a stepper, he fundamentally sound, but Edwin might get him. But they both dogs, though. They both dogs, but coming off of that Tank fight, man, he might have some shit going on up here, but he don't trust his ability to take a shot. If he come right back into the smoke with that Edwin fight, that'll be impressive. But I might rock with Edwin on that one. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a very dangerous fight. I think that's a dangerous fight for both guys for real. But Edwin, Frank a dog, but it's just something about Edwin to me that's more concerning. Like if you put both of them niggas in front of me and just me knowing both of them, I think I would be more concerned with what Edwin would do. Edwin got more dog than me. You know what I'm saying? All right, Major Key, I'm gonna subscribe to you because that's exactly who I need to be subscribed to. You said old school boxers and talk about techniques. All right, bet. I like that. All right, you just got to subscribe, my brother. Wait, you ain't got no videos up. You ain't got no videos up, bro. Why is saying your oldest video is like 3 years old? Your latest videos. Oh, you spoke with Rick Glacier? I would talk to him. But he be getting a little disrespectful sometimes. I feel like I'll end up fucking Rick up. All right. But anyways, you know what I mean? I like Edwin. I like Edwin in that Frank Martin fight. I ain't gonna lie to you. But Frank rise to the occasion, though. I know he didn't with that Tank one, but that Michelle Rivera joint, that was a sensational performance. But I do think Edwin is a lot more dangerous than Michelle Rivera. He's better than Michelle Rivera, in my opinion. I love that fight. Vergil said he wants to target the winner of Spence Fedora. Personally, I think Vergil beats Fedora, but what do y'all think? I think stylistically he'll have this the thing though. Vergil explosive as fuck. He got power. He got some speed to him too. And he got a great engine on him, right? And he punched with really bad intentions, man. I heard some of them body shots he landed on Bohachuk, bro, and the sound them bitches made. I'm like, yo, Vergil punching. The thing with Fedora, he adopted he added a whole new wrinkle to his game with that Tim Tszyu fight. You know what I'm saying? And he was boxing on the outside. He stayed active and shit like that. But I think that cut ultimately decided the fight on Tim Tszyu side. I think that cut ultimately saved Fedora, in my personal opinion. Cause I think he was breaking up. Fedora until that shit happened. I think Vergil would knock Fedora out. That's what I think. I think Fedora's defense is trash. He gets hit pretty clean, and slowly but surely he will get broken down, and I think he will get stopped. That's what I think. I just think Vergil would be a bad style for Fedora. Spence, on the other hand, if Spence is anything like himself, and he keeps that jab on Vergil, he touches the body and shit like that. I think he could beat Vergil, but I don't know what version of Earl we got right now. Look, man, he took a hell of a beating against Crawford, inactive as fuck. They say he was gonna come back this year, but they talking about he probably won't come back this year, so he might come back early next year. Listen, man, I don't even know if Earl really worried about boxing right now. Who's to say that he'll come back the same? Is he gonna have any type of motivation? There's people that receive losses and get motivated. There's people that receive losses and don't really want to fuck with the sport no more. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I love Tito Trinidad. He was on a hell of a run. And mind you, he was at the later point of his career anyway. He already had 40 fights. And usually once you hit that 40 fight mark, niggas start slowing down. It is what it is. But, after he lost to Bernard Hopkins, like, he really wasn't enthused with boxing all like that no more. He came back a few more times. He beat who he beat? He beat like Mayorga. He lost to Roy. He lost to Winky. That he chilled out type shit. These things happen. Some losses. You know what I mean? Marvin Hagler lost and he stepped the fuck. He's like, man, fuck boxing. They ain't come back. We gotta see what version of Earl is gonna be there. You feel me? So that inactivity, that the punishment along the inactivity, bro, that should have killed him, dog. That should have do it. That shit could derail your whole career. So we'll see. We'll see. But I think coming back against Fundora for Earl, I don't think that's the smartest move. James said, do you know any inside source on who Spence's new trainer is? Absolutely not. I had just seen an interview on the Rise podcast between Calvin Ford and Coach Kenny. And Calvin Ford said, nah, I don't got nothing going on with Earl. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't against it, but he said that he don't got nothing going on with Earl. So there was a rumor that Coach Calvin was going to be Earl's coach and shit like that. But that don't seem like that's the situation. So, there's a lot of speculation out there, but don't nobody know for real. And for real, I don't think Earl really worried about it. I seen that nigga on vacation. He was chilling with his family, which is dope. It's good to see that. But, he said he told them people that he not really ready to fight right now. And that's just what it is, man. I don't think he really focused on the trainer right now. I don't think he worried about boxing right now. Anonymous said, what y'all think about Danny Garcia, Erislandy Lara, 157-pound catch weight? Well, to address the 157-pound catch weight, I'll take it. Look, man, Erislandy Lara was a career-long 154. And to keep it real, he didn't move up to 60 because he was having trouble making 54. He went up to 60 to look for Triple G. Triple G ain't want nothing to do with Erislandy, so he just ended up staying there with the world title. But anyways, Erislandy Lara is not that big of a dude. I'm sure he'll make 157 just fine. Even though he's in his 40s, I think he'll make the weight just fine. And, he had every right to be like, no, let's do it at 160. And maybe Danny would have took it. Who knows? But regardless, I like the fight. You know what I mean? Especially where they both at their careers. I feel like they both at the tail ends of their careers, in all honesty. And I see why Danny Garcia wants to fight. I think the Erislandy Lara from 5, 6, 7 years ago, Danny would have never looked his way. You know what I mean? If they were in the same weight class. However, he's seen a switch up in Erislandy Lara's approach in terms of, him, not moving as much, not doing all of the boxing and moving and all that type of shit, using his legs. He sees Lara as this dude who plants his feet now, sits down on his punches, and knocks guys out. You see what I mean? He's just being a sniper at this point. So with Danny being the natural counter puncher, he like, oh, I don't got to look for him, and he's just going to throw punches right in front of me. That'll give me a lot of opportunities to do what I usually do, and that's play second, play the counter puncher rule. So with Lara's, being flat-footed and standing directly and being stationary in front of his opponent, he sees opportunities where he could possibly land that kill shot on Erislandy Lara. That's the only reason why he's optimistic in fighting Erislandy Lara. I'm just keeping it 1,000 with y'all. But regardless, I do think that Erislandy Lara is more intelligent. I think he's the better fighter overall than Danny Garcia, and I think that he'll outbox Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia better not sleep on Erislandy Lara's power because, like I said, he didn't sit on his punches much early in his career, but he packs a hell of a punch, and this man is getting some highlight reel knockouts on his resume towards the tail end of his career. So Danny Garcia got to be intelligent. He can't get too reckless. Danny does get hit. You feel what I mean? He just better not get hit too flush with that left hand that Erislandy Lara is shooting right down the pipe, because if so, you know what I mean, this is a bigger man at a higher weight. And Danny Garcia's chin hasn't ultimately been tested in this higher division. So, you know, he had a great chin at 140, 147. Who's to say that his chin will hold up at a catch weight of 157? We don't know. So I got Erislandy Lara coming out on top against Danny Garcia. I see him out boxing him. I feel like the only way Danny beats Lara is by knocking him out. I can't see him outbox Erislandy Lara. And I heard him saying that he would like to outbox Erislandy Lara. Well, I would like to fuck Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? But that shit not happening. You feel me? So, you know, obviously that's, you know, what a lot of people say. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of – what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of shit that you want to do, but that don't necessarily mean you're going to do it. Shit, I would like to outbox Floyd. Is that going to happen? No. Shit, I would like to – there's a lot of shit that I would like to do in my life. That don't mean I'm necessarily going to do it. So, I think that Erislandy Lara will outbox Danny Garcia. I don't know if he knocks him out. If he does knock out Danny, that'd be insane because this man hasn't even hit the canvas before. So if he were to get knocked out, that'd be crazy. That'd be a hell of a statement on Erislandy Lara's resume. But I see Erislandy Lara beating him on points. You feel me? So it is what it is. Pagat Petit said, I think Earl should trade with Bomac. If you can't beat him, join him. That's the type time you want, Pagat. That's the type time you want. If you can't beat him, join him. He said, ever since last night, MarkMazuma versus Bohachuk has become a desired fight amongst boxing fans. Who wins this one? MarkMazuma a monster, bro. The foot speed, the athleticism, the power that he got himself. I don't know, man. I feel like the feints in his movements will have Bohachuk confused, man. You can't really prepare for that type of style. I think the feints, the upper body movement, the athleticism, the speed, the power. I think that he could finesse. I think he could finesse Bohachuk. I think I got MarkMazuma. Because to keep it real, like Bohachuk, he got some devastating power. Let's not get it wrong, but there's not really much to him besides that. MarkMazuma give you that same power, and he give you a whole bunch of other shit. He a crafty, sneaky dude. I got MarkMazuma. But guys said I would love to knock Tank out. I feel you. Yeah. Bohachuk's slow too, man. Like I was surprised that Vergil was getting hit with some of them shots Bohachuk was throwing because you could see them bitches from a mile away. He still couldn't get out of the way of them. You feel me? So I don't know. But I'm going to get up out of here, y'all. I appreciate everybody that came through and showed love to the channel and contribute to the conversation. We had a great viewership throughout the entire course of this live, and I'm very thankful for you guys, man. Listen, man, for those of y'all that's in the group chat, y'all already know I've been really putting that effort behind the scenes to try to get these good interviews going. I had one big interview on the line, but unfortunately this person pulled out. Pretty much didn't even hit me back up. You know what I mean? Just fell off the face of the earth type shit. It is what it is. You know, people gonna move how they move. Ain't nothing I can really do about that. So I'm gonna continue grinding. You know what I mean? Keep trying to get these interviews for you guys to enjoy and, watch. You know what I mean? It's the least that I could do. And, I think it helps the channel grow a lot better when I bring other people on and, share their opinions and shit like that. So I'm gonna be on a constant, pursuit of getting the best interviews possible. So shout out to the nation and the mob. I appreciate everybody that came through and showed love. You can hit the like, hit the subscribe button, share the video, whatever it is that you feel like you could do to support the channel, please do. Shout out to Sank for dropping that super chat earlier today. You know what I'm saying? Earlier on the live. I'll be back at y'all with another video tomorrow, and I'll be on live tomorrow as well. So be on the lookout for that. This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV. I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all have a blessed, beautiful night. I'm out of here, man. Peace.